Alrighty, welcome to this video. We're going to go over the other options inside the room. We basically concentrated on this and these, and there's a couple over here. So to record the meeting, pretty simple. You just click this. That's it. Now you're recording. All the audio that you set up, everything that you're doing is now being recorded, and I'll show you what a recording looks like and all the different things that it creates in it. So I'm recording right now. Yay, everything I do is being recorded. And then when you're done, just click here and it stops it. So that's easy enough, right? And then of course the title of the meeting is right up there. This shows you the connection status, right? So this is, the speed of my connection. So it's good. So green is obviously good. So students start saying, hey, you're stuttering, you're cutting out. I can't understand what you're saying. And this is like yellow or red, that means there's just an issue with the connection. So you may need to back out, restart your router, do whatever you got to do there. Okay. Over here, you click on that, it brings up these little bubbles again, kind of shows you all the different things that you can do, right? Over here, make full screen. We already kind of went through that, but just does that, makes the meeting full screen. We can hit escape to get out. The about is just about UCU. Probably never going to use that. Don't even care. So we'll just hit cancel, get out of that. Log out is how you end the meeting. This actually took me a few seconds to figure out. I'm like, where is the end meeting button? There is not one. Does not exist. You got to click on this, log out. That will end the meeting. Okay, we do open settings here. We have the applications, right? So audio notifications for chat. You may want to use this if you're finding that you're missing when people are typing to you in the chat. You may want to check that to make sure that, so when a chat message comes in, it'll make some sort of noise. Okay. The closed caption, right? So you are able to have, I don't know if I don't think the university has set this up, but you are able to have topographers, I think is what they're called, where if you have a deaf student or someone that needs closed captions of the meeting, you can have it so they're in the meeting with you and they're typing everything you say as you're saying it, and it'll show up for the student. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that in a minute here. Okay, and then participants, you can lock these things. If you don't want them private chatting, you can lock that. That's a good one to know about for students. If you don't want them private chatting while you're teaching, you can lock the private chat. You can lock the public chat, microphones, webcam. I don't know if you'd want to lock these, but the private chat, I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's go over the closed captions. So, then over here you can change. Is it gonna let me do it? Okay, yeah, we can change the size of the font. So if you feel, you're having issues reading, you'll want to tell the students about that as well, because the students are able to come in here and do the same thing. Open settings. They can do the audio notifications for chat. They can mess with the font size, and they can do the closed caption as well. But they obviously don't have the power to lock stuff like you do. All right, so we'll enable the closed captions. Okay, the font family will just kind of keep all at the default. All this is fine. This is going to show you what the font is going to look like, which is fine. That's great. I'm good with that. I'm going to enable it. I'm going to hit save. Okay, and then you can see that you would basically need to have someone, I think, is a presenter. Actually, I'm not sure on that one. Let me check. So if I were to make him a presenter, let's get out of this. Maybe not. You would have to set up the topographer or whatever the official name is. You'll have to set them up to be able to come in and type things out. Actually, I should have had this checked out. Sorry, guys. But anyways, I can take ownership of this. So now I'm the owner. So this would be the person that types out everything that's being said. Obviously, they need to be a very fast typer to be able to do this. And of course, we'd have to have that set up beforehand, know if there's a deaf student in the course or whatever, but it's just kind of cool that this option exists. So this is what I see behind the scenes, right? And then if a student wants to see it, they need to come in here, click on this, go to their settings, and they need to enable closed captions. Okay, and hit save, and then they see this. Oh, okay, and now that they're a presenter, they can take ownership. So that's kind of cool. So I can take ownership of that. The typographer is typing everything out, right? You as the teacher, you're teaching it, so you would just kind of put this in the corner wherever you want it to go. Can you make it smaller? You can. All right, so move it around, make it smaller, bigger, whatever. So the presenter would be the typographer doing their thing, you know, and I'm going to make me the presenter. Yep, and they are still able to do it. Nope, they are not. Yeah, they got to be a presenter, it looks like. Anyways, so that's how that works, is just as the teacher, you need to come in here, right? Open the settings, go to closed captions, turn it on, pick how you want it to look, hit save. Okay, and then the student, the typographer, whatever, has to come in, you make them a presenter, and then they can take control over this and do what they need to do. So I can take ownership of that. Type here, hey, oops, totally misspelled that, hey, and then the student will see that as you're going through. Well, actually, they're not a presenter and they can take ownership. So I guess they don't need any special permission. It's good to know. So, but anyways, you have to turn on closed caption. The student has to turn on closed caption. And then those that don't want the closed caption, they don't have to see it. They just don't turn it on. Anyways, cool little feature there. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. I'll turn that off and just kind of get it out of the way. So we will turn off the closed captions, hit save. And then we're going to do the same thing here. They turn it off, hit save. Okay, now it's gone. Okay, some of these pretty self-explanatory. Let's get rid of this. So mute, that's just going to mute me so no one can hear me. Leave audio, just you actually leave the whole meeting audio-wise. You can still see everything, just you can't talk or do anything that has to do with audio. So if I hit join, it's going to show me this thing that we saw again, right? I'd have to join again with my audio options here. Okay, and then it connects, and then good to go. Share webcam, we already went in that in the other video. Just put you on webcam. Hola. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, share desktop. This is a new one. It allows you to share that, your desktop. Now, in Chrome, the first time you do this, you have to install an extension. I think it's called Bongo. So it says you want to install it. I hit yes. Okay, I'm going to add to Chrome. Add the extension. Chrome's kind of cool. It just does it. It's good to go. Close out of that. You'll see a little B there. I don't like it. I don't like seeing that, so I'm just going to hide in the Chrome menu so I don't have to see it. It's there, but you know, that's all I need to worry about. Now, yeah, so it's there, but you have to refresh the page. I'm kind of afraid to do this. And this goes back to something we said in the previous video. I wasn't sure if it would kick you out. Remember, I put this meeting for 15 minutes, and it's been past 15 minutes. It's actually 3 o'clock now, and it hasn't kicked me out. But I'm afraid now that because it's been past 15 minutes, if I refresh, it might not let me back in. So here we go. We will see. Okay, maybe not. All right, that's good. All right, so now I've refreshed the page, hit share desktop. There we go. Now it's going to come up and say, what do you want to share? If I had applications open, I just click here, and if I only want to share, these are all the things I got open. So if I want to share just Excel or Word or just Chrome or something like that, I can pick what I want to share and I'm good to go. I usually just do entire screen. I don't care if they see everything I have open. It's not a big deal to me. So I'm going to do entire screen, hit share. Okay, it shares, it's showing what's going on. Over here, the student sees it. We're getting that weird repeat thing because I'm sharing what's on the screen, and what's on the screen is sharing what's on the screen, and so you get this like mirror effect that just goes off into the eternities. Fun stuff. All right, so that's great. Yep, so we'll hit stop sharing there. Uh-oh, it did happen. It's ended because of the time limit. Sad day. So be careful with the time limit. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and I will put it back on when I get back into the meeting. All right, I'm back, made another one. Not going to lie, it's kind of weird that you just got to be careful with the meeting durations. I'm not sure I'm a fan of it kicking you out like that, but I don't know. It is what it is. So I made another one. I set it for an hour and a half. Okay, but I did want to show you this too. So I'm not in as the moderator yet, as the instructor. So when I come here, it says, hey, it hasn't started the meeting. So students will not be able to get into the meeting until you are in there. All right, so I'm going to come in here and launch it. We'll enter the meeting room. Okay, I'm going to join by audio, just like I did before. Get rid of that. Okay, then the student should be able to get in there. Yep. So Fred student. All right. Okay, we'll just do listen only with the student. Okay. So anyways, we talked about sharing the desktop. That's good. Now we can do enable drawing. So if you're talking about math equations, maybe you have a stylus, maybe you have a way that you want to draw things out on the screen, right? You're able to do that. So I can click here, okay, and I can, draw whatever. Over here, you can draw squares, you can draw circles, okay, triangles. Maybe you're talking about math and angles, geometry, I don't know. You can change the different colors of it. Okay, the move tool, I don't know what this does, to be honest. Move and resize. It's not really letting me move or resize anything, but okay. We have the text tool here. This is going to just draw lines. So pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Text tool, you kind of click and drag, and you're able to type in there. Pick the color, pick the size of the text. I guess that clears. Yeah, that clears everything. And then we can undo if we make mistakes. So nothing too crazy, right? And as I draw, the students see what I'm drawing on their side. And this little red dot is my cursor. So they're going to be able to see where my cursor goes as I'm doing it. Okay. Right. Status we already talked about in another video. It's just a quick way that you can get the feelings of the students, be like, how you guys doing? And they can be like thumbs up, thumbs down. They can be, oh, I'm sad, I'm confused, whatever. So you're able to kind of click here and see what their status is. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. So, fun stuff, I think here. Actually, what's that? Ah, that's like the stroke size. So as you click and drag that, it'll make bigger, thicker lines here. And then, of course, that's the color palette there. All right, so that's it. We basically covered everything that's inside these rooms. In the last video here, we're going to talk about how to access the recordings that you make and what's in them. So we'll see you then.